Good morning, guys. It's your girl Celia here, and this morning we're doing some cornmeal porridge, Jamaican style. So I have my cornmeal in this plate here. Throw some water on it, grating some nutmeg in it. My water is boiling. You put some water to boil. I also have my cinnamon leaf in that water, and I'm about to add my cornmeal to the boiling water. So you mix the cornmeal up, and as you can see, there are my cinnamon leaves, and the water is boiling. So I'm gonna add my cornmeal to it now. When you add the cornmeal to it, what you want to do is stir it. Give this a proper stir so it doesn't lump up. So you know sometimes you made a porridge and it has some lumps in it. That's not supposed to happen. So mix this thoroughly. And you keep stirring occasionally until it starts boiling back up. So after it started boiling back up, you can stir it now and then, but until then, you're going to have to stir it a little more often. Okay, so I'm going to try and get all my cornmeal out of it. And I just made a mess on the floor. One-handed, of course. So cornmeal porridge is boiled in Jamaica pretty often because most of us who have toddlers or babies, each morning we boil cornmeal porridge for our babies. So each day they're given a certain amount of cornmeal porridge. This is good for strength and helps their bones and help them to grow properly. Yeah, I know this is a cooking channel, but just wanted to point out the benefits of the cornmeal porridge. Now this cornmeal is refined cornmeal. This is not the coarse cornmeal. This is the refined cornmeal, so it's softer. So the coarser one is usually made, used to make turned cornmeal. That's another favorite Jamaican thing also. But this morning we're having cornmeal porridge. So as I said before, I have my cinnamon leaves here and my grated nutmeg. So we'll come back in a bit and let you guys see what's going on. Okay guys, so this is the boiling point of the porridge. So when it starts boiling like this, you don't have to stir it that often. You can stir it occasionally, but when it starts boiling that vigorously, you don't have to stir it that often. But before it does, as I said before, you have to give it a stir often. Not really consistently, but often enough. Now what I'm going to be adding to this cornmeal porridge is my coconut milk. Y'all know I love using my coconut milk. And this is easy for convenience with my coconut milk powder. So you can use any milk of your choice. You can use box milk, condensed milk, evaporated milk, whatever milk you want to use. Even formula. So if you're making this for your baby, you can use a formula instead of the other milks and so forth. But the coconut milk gives it a very nice flavor, and even if you have the coconut milk to it, you can also add another milk to it also to give it a richer taste. So I'll be adding my coconut powder to it and a pinch of salt and some sugar. You can sweeten to your taste. Also, for health reasons, when using the coconut milk in your cornmeal porridge, it somewhat has some health benefits to your digestive system, especially if you have gastrointestinal problems. Say you have gas problem or stuff like that. So it really helps with that, which I do have from time to time. So I find that it helps you to release some of that gas. So I'll come back when I'm about to put my coconut milk inside here. So you make this boil for about half an hour to 45 minutes, and it should be finished then. So you make it to your consistency. If you want it real thick, then you'll add a little more cornmeal. This is about over a quart of water with about almost half pound of cornmeal. So this is what you will get. So as it boils down, it will get a little thicker. So don't worry if it looks real thin at first. It will definitely get thicker as it boils down. So by the time you've added your milk to it, and do not sweeten this until you've turned off the flame with the sugar, because the sugar tends to burn a little bit if you had the sugar while the porridge is boiling. That's what I find. So what I do is, after I've turned off the flames, I'll add my sugar and a pinch of salt, and then that's it. So I'll be back with you guys, as I said before, when I'm about to add my coconut powder to it. So see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, I'm back, and I'm going to add my coconut milk to a basin or a bowl, whatever you guys want to call it. And that's actually my coconut powder. So I'm going to mix the powder now to get the coconut milk. So I'll add a little water to that, just a little, and I'll stir this. So you stir this until it's creamy. Mix it until it's nice and creamy. So now this is nice and creamy. So it's all mixed out. Nice and creamy, no lumps or anything. I'll add this to my porridge. And you'll stir this. So give this a good stir. And that's your milk added to your porridge. So what I'm going to do now is add a pinch of salt to it. As I said, you can add the salt to it after you've turned it off and you're about to sweeten it. So you can also add it after you've added your milk. So I'm adding a pinch of salt to it, not much, just a pinch, and I'll give it another stir. So I'll leave this to boil for about another 10 minutes. So around 20 to 30 minutes in boiling it is where you would add your milk. So I'll give this another 10 minutes and I'll come back with you guys and let you guys see when I'm adding my sugar to it and see the finishing dish. So I'm also going to have this. You can have this by itself because it's a meal by itself, but you can also add like 2 slices of toast or 2 slices of brown bread or something to make it a fuller meal. So, or even crackers. Okay, so I'll be back at you guys in a bit. Okay guys, so I've gone ahead and added my sugar. So I'm sweetening this now. And you can use granulated sugar. You don't have to use the dark sugar. When you add the dark sugar to it, you'll see that the color changes. It gets a little darker. So you might actually be wondering how comes the porridge has gone down to that small amount. Well, I actually thrown my porridge out. I've actually shared my porridge because I won't be adding any sugar to my porridge. So this is mine. So that's what it looks like when it's finished without the sugar, and this is what it looks like with the sugar. So you're finished here. All you have to do is serve this, and that's your breakfast or even your lunch or dinner. So there you go, cornmeal porridge, Jamaican style. I hope you guys liked it, and leave your comments below. Ask any questions that you want to, and make any requests that you want. So see you guys soon. Bye.